Welcome to CCC on CHB TV. That is Clay's Canucks commentary on Canucks Hockey Blog TV. My name is Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, and I'm thrilled to be back with you on CanucksHockeyBlog.com, where every 1 or 2 weeks I will share with you some insights, some thoughts, some observations of our favorite hockey team, mine and your favorite hockey team, the Vancouver Canucks. I'm pretty excited. I'm pumped. I'm jacked because I just got back from watching the Vancouver Canucks defeat the Montreal Canadiens in a thrilling 3-2 overtime win at Rogers Arena. Had my son with me. He's at Canuck_Sean on Twitter. And it was an exciting game filled with so many intriguing storylines. The first one was the amount of Montreal Canadiens fans that were in the building. And I knew it was going to be an interesting night. I had Habs fans on our right. I had Habs fans on our left. I had Habs fans in front of me. I had Habs fans behind me. And for those of you that were in the arena or watching on TV at home, you could probably tell that the atmosphere inside the arena was completely electric. The Canadiens fans were almost as loud as the Canucks fans. And chants like, "Carey, Carey," were ringing through the building. They were competing "Go Habs Go" and "Go Canucks Go" chants. And our own goalie was getting the raspberry Miller, Miller. Now I admit I was a little nervous heading into tonight's game. Because do you remember what happened the last time the Montreal Canadiens visited Rogers Arena? I bet you do. But if you don't remember, let me give you a hint. Actually, let me give you 3 hints. Jason Garrison, Dan Hamhuis, and Roberto Luongo. That's right, Garrison and Hamhuis got their wires crossed, and then Luongo joined the wired cross party, and the puck went from behind the Canucks' own net with no Montreal Canadiens around, out towards the crease, off Luongo's left skate, off Luongo's right skate, and into the back of the Vancouver Canucks net. It was one of the craziest own goals in the history of the NHL. Anyways, back to these Habs fans. So I had this smart aleck guy on my right piping in every few minutes with stuff like, "Oh, who's in first place in the league right now? Don't forget that Carey Price won the gold medal for Canada in the Olympics. PK Subban is a world-class defenseman." And speaking of PK Subban, what was up with him? Did he get up on the wrong side of bed? Did someone do something in his cornflakes? Because he seemed to be in a real bad mood all night. That's my tribute to AV right there. Real good game, real good effort, real strong team. He was going after Daniel Sedin all night, shoving him, pushing him, body checking him, tackling him, mauling him. Anyways, I love how the Canucks went up 2-0, but I hated how the Montreal Canadiens snuck back by tying the game in the third period. And of course my buddy on my right, well not Sean, actually Sean was on my immediate right, and he's my son. Well, he's still my buddy. Anyways, the guy on Sean's right was continuing to chirp, especially as the Canadiens tied it up, and he was getting really annoying, and I was just praying to God that the Montreal Canadiens did not win this game in overtime or the shootout. But alas, Daniel Sedin shoved the game back in PK's face with his overtime winner. And I felt like saying to the Habs fan on Sean's right, that's LeBoo, LeBoo, and LeBoo-hoo-hoo. Go home and cry yourself to sleep that your team lost tonight. A few other observations about the game. The Montreal Canadiens are a good, fast skating team. And I thought that was quite obvious in the first period. It seemed like the Canucks were having trouble adjusting to Montreal's speed. We saw ex-Canucks Dale Weiss streaking on the right side on a breakaway, only to be hooked by Kevin Bieksa, giving Montreal their first power play of the game. But despite Montreal's speed, I still thought the first period was kind of choppy. Perhaps that had to do with the fact that Montreal iced the puck about 87 times in the first period. It's like that's Michel Therrien's #1 defensive strategy. Get the puck and shoot it down the ice. I saw more icing than on a Tim Hortons donut. I saw more icing than on my kid's birthday cake. I saw more icing than on a Halloween cupcake. And I saw more icing than on Brutus the Barber beefcake. I guess we also need to talk about the hit. The hit that Burrows put on Emelin in the second period. Yes, it was late. Yes, it was a headshot. But will Burrows get suspended? I'm not so sure. Although a very chippy and agitating player, he's actually never been suspended before. Perhaps helping the case was that Emelin came back to play in the third period. Not helping his case is the fact that he's Alex Burrows and he has a reputation for chippy play. I'm not going to go as far as dirty play, although I'm sure many Montreal Canadiens fans would disagree with me. Nevertheless, the referee did not blow the play down. Perhaps he didn't see the hit, and it led to Bonino and Dorset doing a wonderful give-and-go play leading to the Canucks' first goal. Overall, it was a really fun night at Rogers Arena with a charged atmosphere, a very excited crowd, and it was by far more exciting than any game that I went to last year, although that's not really saying much. And to top it off, as we were walking out of the arena, they handed us each a can of Pepsi Next, a great way to end off a great night. Thanks for watching. Make sure you visit CanucksHockeyBlog.com and follow me on Twitter at CanuckClay. God bless, and go Canucks go.